You're Marlon Brando.
Can you swim?
Yes.
Drop those drawers.
What's the matter? You're not one of those uptight LA architects, are you?
Oh, yeah, everybody's naked.
I own an island nearby. It is a Polynesian treasure, far away from those suckers in Hollywood.
Don Corleone, what do you want of me?
Cut.
I want to build a home there.
You want to live on an abandoned island with no potable water or food source or electricity.
Yes, I do.
Boats cannot go there.
Then I'll just swim there. Yeah, he gets it.
I want to build the hotel right here.
Wait, hotel? What hotel?
From this height, I can create a highly detailed map. I don't care!
Can't believe you tried to outswim a shark.
My staff is overwhelmed. We do not have the funds.
Never confuse the size of your paycheck with the size of your talent.
Wait, what does that even mean?
The world's gonna judge us by our success. We gotta get this right.
How? Is this?
An Oscar, yeah. Only the decisions you make will profoundly change my legacy.
Don't disappoint me.
I made an oath to achieve the impossible. A safe haven to contemplate the glorious potential of our planet.
There's no more money for you.
I'm sure I follow you.
There is no more money at all, ever.
This runway's too short! Whoa.
Careful, these are special brownies.
One heavy storm will destroy it all.
I completely agree. It's perfect.
Yeah.
What kind of water is this?
Well, that's distilled water. Made from my own urine.
That is not drinkable.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the world, and I am here with Jon Heder, who plays Bernard Bernie Judge in the upcoming film Waltzing with Brando. How are you today, sir?
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah,
Or are you, or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
I'm going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope you're a nerd and you enjoy your time with me, and I thank you so much for spending it today.
Thank you.
Can you tell me, when you read Bernie, what were your first thoughts?
When I read the script first, then I read the book after. And I loved them both. I was like, oh, this book is excellent because it was just kind of fascinating. I love seeing, it's much more of a technical book. He does get a little bit, it's a journal. So he covers a lot of the technicalities of what it takes in his mind, how his mind worked in like, all right, I got to figure out how to get water. I got to figure out how to get electricity on this island. How do we do this? How do we do that? So actually doing his job there in the book. But, my first impression is like, but he's also doing it because it's kind of a crazy idea of like making this habitable, like, haven, a habitable, like a utopia for not just artists, but like some of the most eccentric artists, and including the most at the time, which is, Marlon Brando, and what he had to do to deal with like, all right, I've got this crazy client with crazy desires and needs, and how is he going to juggle that? And how is he going to, handle that? And so, and it was really cool because, he was a very smart guy, and how he was able to start, all right, we're going to do it. I got a plan. He's used to like taking crazy projects, probably the craziest one he had ever done. But it was fun to see this guy who had to deal with a lot of pressure from financial people, from his family, from Brando himself, and still trying and managing to kind of accomplish his dream.
With that in mind, this is in theory a serious film
Yeah,
about a man who's trying to give someone their dream, to give
yeah.
Marlon Brando his dream. But there are people know you for your comedy, and this film has an immense amount of comedy in it. What was it like intermingling that comedy that we know you so well for and the drama?
Well, I thought it made sense to me, reading the book and hearing that, because it is, it's also kind of like it's not it's a biopic, but not really. Like when you think biopics, you think, okay, heavy dramas, because you're going to see what makes these icons who they are, and it normally it's the chrysalis of coming through, like whether it's childhood trauma or domestic abuse or alcoholism or whatever it is, the crazy stuff they have to go through and deal with in their life. And while Brando probably had to do that, this is not that film. This is, it's told from the point of view of the guy who has to help this this person kind of realize this crazy dream. And so it was it made sense. There's comedy there because it's a comedy of errors. It's a fish out of water story. You have Bernie, who is coming to this land, he had been there before, but he hadn't lived there the way he hadn't, given himself over to the culture of Tahiti, which is a big theme in the film. That Marlon is like, this is my home. This is the way these people think, the way these people live their lives. That's how I want to live my life. And that's what I want to realize with this island, and completely give myself over. And Bernie, in order to do that, I want to see you give yourself over. And so because of that fish out of water element, you're going to have comedy because you're seeing, this, people trying to pull off the impossible, and they're going to make mistakes along the way. And that's always funny. Mistakes are funny.
Absolutely, absolutely. With that, you do mention that y'all are in Tahiti. Did y'all actually film there, or where did y'all film?
We shot in Tahiti.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to shoot many of the places where it took place. We shot at, and that's always the best. If you can pull that off, that was amazing. And we got to shoot one day on the actual island that he owned. And it was just, felt like the most remote place you'd ever been. That was, like pure heaven, like crystal blue waters, white sand beaches, palm trees, just like, and not another person in sight. And it was like, there's several moments where I was picturing myself like, can you believe this is our job? We get to be here right now. Like, this is insane. Like, can we just stop shooting this and just vacation here? I mean, it was kind of vacation, but you're also on a schedule. Like, all right, got to go back to hair and makeup. I got to go do this and that. But it certainly made working a lot more enjoyable.
With that, did you find yourself getting immersed into some of the Polynesian culture as well as you were filming?
Yeah. I mean, you kind of start working on island time as well, as they call it. They call it island time over there, where you just like show up when you show up. I don't want to say it was too much like that. They weren't annoyed with my scheduling, but yeah, for sure. I mean, when you're there, and for me personally, I was like, well, this is what Bernie did. And as an actor, you want to just start like, all right, I want to kind of get into it and feel and experience what they experience. So for sure, you're eating the food that they eat. You are drinking the drinks that they drink, and you are going to the places and doing the activities and talking to the people and getting to know them. And it was great. And it helped for sure.
With that knowledge, with that growing understanding of what you were seeing of who Bernie was, I want to shift over to Marlon Brando, who is known as one of the best actors of all time. What did you learn new about him as a person, even though this wasn't necessarily a biopic about him?
I mean, I didn't know a ton about Brando. You just like what your average person knows. I've seen a couple of films. but I didn't know, like, there's lots of little, just tiny details that, that Bernard had a firsthand look at. Like, he was very superstitious. He was scared of ghosts. He was a total prankster. He loved just goofing off. And like, again, when you think of the most serious actor at the time, and here he is he loved testing everybody around him. Bernard the most, because here's a guy who, is a stranger to Brando. He's like, I'm going to test him to see if this is the man for the job, because it's going to be a very personal. It's not just hiring, just some contractor who's going to do all this work, but I want him to be part of my life. He's going to be living here. And if he's going to understand my dreams, he's got to be a part of me. He's got to drink some of my fluids. That sounds weird, but like, he's got to sip my Kool-Aid. Maybe that's what I'm leading to. He's got to sip some of my Kool-Aid if he wants this job. And if he's going to see it, he's got to think like me. He's got to kind of see a little bit of the world through my eyes so that he can, pull this off.
We'll say that just to reference, that was a great scene in the film. It was a pretty good scene in the film. No spoilers though. Thank you, Jon, so much for your time.
Oh yeah. I didn't even make that connection.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I caught it. Waltzing with Brando arrives exclusively in theaters on September 19th. Thank you, Jon, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like nerds rule the world. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Nerds rule. Love
it. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes, nerds rule. Yes, nerds.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes. Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
So much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
Do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.